Never camp alone with a camera. Hi, my name is Ben Taft, and this is the story about the great outdoors. The trip started out just like any other. I head out to this location I've been meaning to go for a while. Some friends of mine have been before and got stunning photos of deer, badgers, and other rare birds. You know what they say. The trees will tell their secrets to those that listen to its tune. Just like when the birds sing, it feels like a sign from God Himself. The drive up the mountains was strangely soothing. The gently curving roads that wove their way through the trees and up the rocks were exciting to navigate, and soon my mind was eased into a peaceful contemplation. I drove as far as I could before the woods started, parked my car up in a lay-by, grabbed my tent, camera, and supplies, and headed into the forest. The sun wasn't going down for a couple hours, so I decided to get a head start on the day by hiking the trail for some photos. I tend to think of the act of photographing, generally speaking, as an adventure. My favorite thing is to go where I've never been. The earth is art. The photographer is only a witness to it. To my surprise, I was having a fair amount of luck that evening. Everything was going great. The wind was blowing and the sun was shining its beauty over the trees. And just like that, I found the prettiest deer I've seen in my entire life. I like deer. They are pretty cool. Then a San Saba songbird started singing songs, which spooked the living soul of that deer. It was not cool. I carried on with my day as I strolled through an umber-brown ancient forest. It reeked of age. Every sprawling tree we passed under reminded me of a watchful guardian, a silent sentinel of the groves. I eventually found a spot that overlooked the beauty of God's handcrafted creation, set my gear down, and decided to spend the rest of my time enjoying the view and taking in the serenity of the scenery. Night was now falling, and I silently cursed myself for leaving so late. After about 5 hours of walking throughout the woods, I started to pitch my tent right next to a local badger den, as in hope to catch them from afar. After that, I settled down for the night and made myself some dinner. I think every creature within a 5-mile radius could smell the rich garlic from my mother's famous pasta. I remember that night very vividly. The enchanted forest beckoned me into its pulsing heart. How could I resist such a lush garden of Eden? The deep haunting ballad of its ancient song calling out to me. The last of the morning stars were glinting like silver pinpricks, luminous and bright. Still, I had to resist as an early morning sun was on its way to paint them away, so I went up and headed to bed. Early the next morning, the solitary songbird was soon joined by his beat companions, creating a symphony of song. The heart-haunting melody was an elixir for the soul. The sap-sweet fragrance of the forest washed over me, and we were seduced by its comforting goodness. I decided to head toward the den after breakfast, filled with excitement and anticipation about the beauty I might capture when I decide to take a look at the photos I have gotten so far. Once I took a photo, I go to the camera roll, and the first photo is a stunning shot of the lake nearby. I continue to scroll through photos, so many beautiful shots. When I start to notice something unusual. It was a photo of my shoes outside my tent. It was taken at 5 a.m. Then I flicked to the next one. It was my tent being opened. Then it was a photo of me alone, asleep, inside my tent. This was followed by more photos of me. Then the final photo, taken at 6:30 a.m., about half an hour before I woke up, was a picture of my car. The trees will tell their secrets to those that listen to its tune. Just like when the birds sing. It feels like a sign from God Himself. And that was the last time I visited the great outdoors.